Hello and welcome to Blood for the Enemy.
Salam alaikum to everyone.
Where is Jon Jones? Is he hiding under the cage? When will he fight again? Fight it out in this Blood Talk. Jon Jones is now gone since a while. He last fought close to 3 years ago, 2 to 3 years ago, which is a long time, especially if you consider that he's not injured. Normally when people take that long of a layoff, they're injured or something. Like they broke their leg and have to recover. He's not. He's just trying to gain weight. Can you imagine trying to gain weight for 3 years? It's insane. I mean, he is a light heavyweight. The light heavyweight division, he killed everybody. Now you can argue about it, yeah, now there's new blood, Jiří Procházka and everything, but I can tell you what happens if Jon Jones fights Jiří Procházka. He takes Jiří Procházka down and just does whatever he wants with him. Like, you can argue with me, but it's not even a discussion for me. Like, there's no one in the light heavyweight division right now that Jon Jones does not beat. For me, at least what I think, that Jon Jones that we know, we never know how he comes back, but the Jon Jones that we know, and yeah, Dominic Reyes, Diego Santos, you can argue that they won against him, but I can tell you there's nobody right now that beats him. Right now. I don't say in the future, right now. So he moves up to heavyweight. The thing is now, he moves up to heavyweight, tries to gain weight to make heavyweight or to be a competitive weight at heavyweight since nearly 3 years. What is going on there? They can't, your body, you can't try to gain weight for 3 years to fight a different weight division. It doesn't make any sense. I know it's the biggest gap between weight divisions, like the limit between heavyweight and light heavyweight is 60 pounds. Normally it's like 10, 20 pounds. Yeah, but after like 1 year, you have reached the limit, or 1.5 years, you reach a certain limit that your body, in terms of weight, is capable of gaining, is capable of getting to at a fighting level and not a bodybuilder level. Of course, you can take the roids and just go into the gym all day, lift weights and don't train MMA, yeah, then you gain more weight, yeah, but then you can't fight anymore. And that's not what Jon Jones tries to do. He's not stupid. Of course he lifts weights, but he also trains MMA every day. So he definitely reached his heavyweight potential in terms of weight for me. Right now, of course, he can gain some more weight, but you have to see the weight that he can gain right now, he can still gain after that 1.5, 2 year weight gaining, that he can still gain is definitely less worth than the ring rust that he gets every day from not competing. Of course he's training, but he's not competing. It's a difference. If you don't compete for 3 years, you will see that. You will see it in the cage. And especially with Jon Jones, who has so much to lose. Jon Jones has so much to lose by going up to heavyweight. I mean, he's undefeated, he never lost a fight. Yeah, you can argue that, as I said, Reyes and Diego Santos, but officially he won these fights. Of course he has a loss because of the elbow. He has a loss because he demolished somebody, but through 2 legal elbows. Even though the other one was already completely done. He never lost. He beat everybody. So going up to heavyweight, he has a lot to lose. A lot heavier guys. Harder competition, he's not that fast anymore. His reach advantage is not that big anymore. His height advantage neither. He fights now guys that are heavier than him. He didn't face that before. This will be a tough challenge. Taking on guys like Francis Ngannou, taking on guys like Stipe. It's a tough challenge. It takes balls. I respect that. But now it's time to fight. These guys are active. Okay, Francis is not active, Stipe is not active, but the rest of them is active. A guy like Ngannou, he's ready and fresh. He fought like 5 times, 6 times in the last 3 years where you didn't fight once. Now the question is, why is he not coming back? I can tell you why, or I'm pretty sure I know why. Because the UFC heavyweight division is sleeping right now. There's no champion, or there is a champion, but he's still in negotiation with the UFC. He has no fight left on his contract. He has that 1 year negotiation span or something where they have to find a solution, and just after the 1 year he's a free agent, not before. So they don't have a real champion right now. They don't have an interim champ, nothing. Normally, if there's a champ that has contractual problems like that, plus also is injured, and is out for that long, and you know it, they do an interim title. But right now, they want, of course, if you have Jon Jones moving up, you want him to fight for a title. You don't want to book Jon Jones against somebody for a non-title fight. You can't do that. So you have to. So you can't book. You can't make. Let's say Thomas. Let's ignore the injuries. You can't book Thomas Bond against Ciryl Gane for the interim title, which would be very logically. You can't do that because then when Ngannou comes back from his injury, he has to fight. Contractually, they have the interim champ has to fight the champ. Then you can't just say, "Hey, the interim champ, but Jon Jones, he will fight Ngannou." Then no, if you're the interim champ, you're fighting the champ, and they don't want Ngannou to fight for a non-title fight. Jon Jones, but Jon Jones was not ready until this middle of this year. Then there were rumors that he will fight Miocic in the middle of the year, July. Then Jon Jones said, I will be ready by July, but somehow the UFC wants September, so we'll do September. Now it's the end of September, we still have no fight news. He was supposed to fight in September. Even the UFC said that they want to book him in September. We still didn't hear anything. There has to be something going on backstage that we don't see. Because normally you hear talks, you hear people saying, hey, I want to fight, I want this, that, whatever. Jon Jones posted 282 December on his Twitter. Will be very, very sensible, like will make a lot of sense. The last card of the year is always the biggest card. Fighting there against Stipe, interim title will make sense. Now there's rumors that Francis Ngannou is getting fit. Could be ready by the end of the year or beginning of next year. Will make a lot of sense. And I think that's also a reason why Stipe against Jon Jones not booked, because they both seem to be ready. But there's rumors that Ngannou is getting ready again, that he's healing very well, and that he might be ready by the end of the year. And of course, if you have an Ngannou ready, you want the Jon Jones against Ngannou fight, because that's the bigger pay-per-view fight. That brings you more money. As the UFC, you want that. Makes sense. So I think they're waiting on Ngannou to get clear, to have clearness or that they know he's ready to fight, he can fight in December, and that they clear his contractual situation, because he still can't fight in December, like he has no fight contract. So they have to fix that problem and have to have clearness about his injury. And I think that's what they try to do. They try to book Jon Jones against Francis as soon as possible. I hope it's by the end of the year, but I somehow have the feeling that it will be February or March. Because January is in Brazil would make no sense. I think February or March we'll see that fight. Which is kind of sad, because Jon Jones could have fought like 2 times already in this time, you know what I mean? And I won't see Jon Jones being active. He's 34, he's not getting any younger. He's not getting more into his prime, I believe. At least as of what I think. I don't think he will be Jan Blachowicz or Glover Teixeira type of guy who hits his prime at 40. I really believe he's in his prime right now, and he should fight. And I want to see him fight. I miss Jon Jones. We need him in the sport. There are rumors that Jon Jones, disclaimer, just rumors. There's no source, no confirmation, anything. It's just a rumor that's in the room on MMA Twitter. That Jon Jones failed a drug test, and for that is suspended since like a year, for a whole year, you know, until the end of 2022 is suspended. And the UFC is hiding that from the public, because allegedly, with the new rules, they don't have to make it public if somebody fails the drug test. Yeah, he missed weight. And that's why he's not fighting. They're just teasing it, to keeping it active, to not make people start to guess and stuff. But allegedly failed the drug test and suspended and blah, blah, blah. Look, there is, you never know. But I don't believe that. I really don't believe that. I just believe that it's just a huge mess in the heavyweight division right now. Nobody knows what's going on really, and that we'll just have to wait and hopefully see Jon Jones. By the end of the year, would be perfect, will make the most sense for everybody, or then by beginning of next year. What do you think? When will Jon Jones fight? Who will he fight? Will he win? Will he be heavyweight champion? Write it below in the comments, guys. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, tell all your MMA friends, everybody that likes MMA, to also check out the channel and leave a sub if they want. Would highly appreciate that. And most importantly, guys, that you don't fail any drug tests, eat your vegetables, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Blood spread out.
Eat your vegetables.